Guys, hi, hello. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rihanna over here, bringing beauty to your screen. You already know the vibes, you already know. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If this is your first time seeing my face, hi, I'm Marian. You already know by the title. You already know. You already know. Making this video, I actually thought of it a lot because I felt like this video is like everywhere on the streets of YouTube already. Why am I still making the video, or why am I even still thinking about making the video? But the video is everywhere on the streets of YouTube. Doesn't mean people that are watching me are seeing it. So let the people watching me see it on my channel. So basically that's why I'm making this video. I'm going to insert a lot of pictures in this video because I don't have a lot of things handy, so there's no point starting what I can't finish. So I'm just going to insert pictures, even for the ones that I have for clarity. I'll insert pictures. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, into this video guys, I'm going to be showing you guys products that are quite affordable. When I say affordable, I'm not saying cheap, let's be real. When I'm saying affordable, I'm not saying Julia Place is affordable but Secure is cheap. No, no. Secure is affordable. Juvia is expensive. I don't know if you get my point. But basically what I'm trying to say is I'm going to show you guys some products that I believe to be good, some that I've used that are good and affordable. So you don't have to break the bank. You don't have to save up and save up and save up to buy a particular product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the top down to the bottom. Basically, I'm going to list out everything from foundation to powder to concealer to setting powder, everything. I'm going to list everything for you so you know what you are buying. And I'll try to list probably 2 or 3 products so I don't restrict you to one particular product and then you go to market and then you can't find the product, and you know. So let's start with the base. I think I already have a video explaining what's it called now, explaining skin prep before makeup. So I think it would be best for you guys to go and watch that. But for reference sake, if you get a simple product, they are quite good. If you can get a simple moisturizer and all of that, they are quite good. And then let's go straight into the makeup proper. Okay, so then you're going to need a good primer, a good primer, an affordable primer that I will recommend. Mind you, these things that I'm about to list out are for beginners, for people that are just starting out in the makeup game and they don't know what to get. So we have Zikel primer, we have Zaron primer, and then we have Flawless Ivy. These 3 primers, if you're basically just starting out, you don't have to break the bank. So those are quite affordable for me if you're a beginner and you're good to go, basically. So that's that for primer. Now straight into foundation. Foundation, you have different types, different varieties, different shape, different, like it's a lot, it's endless. So I'm going to list out a couple that I've used that have been good, I found to be good personally, and I use on people and I love the result, and that I have as well. So I'm going to start with Classic. Classic is an all-time fave for me because I don't know, I feel like they did like a revamping, or probably because I haven't really like used it a lot in the past. I use a lot of that lipstick, like I have a lot of Classic lipstick. Classic foundation, this is like they've done like a full-blown revamping thing. Their foundation now is so, what's the words? It's so nice. Then we have Flawless Ivy. Maybelline. Maybelline is one product that I've come to love. I use it a lot. It has a very it's very lightweight for me personally. It's lightweight because I like it, because I don't really like to apply a lot when it comes to foundation, because I'm like, I'm still going to sweat and everything's going to go. So I don't like to apply a lot of foundation. So Maybelline is one other affordable product. Is actually very good. It has good coverage. It has, they have different, you know, when they come out with different like clothing, they come out with new edition, new collection and all. Same with Maybelline, they've had different over the years. So I recommend Maybelline as well. I recommend Zaron. As much as I'm trying to go out, I'm coming back in home a lot because I have a lot of good products here. I'm trying to list out the product that I've used. I will also put out a couple of Nigeria brands that are still good, or their reviews are good. I haven't tried, but their reviews are good. Like Beauty by AD, their reviews are good. I have not used it. I am so waiting for the day that I'm going to use that product, but their reviews are good. Same thing with Nova Beauty. So these are all Nigeria products that have shown themselves worthy over the years, if I have to say so myself. But I recommend Classic. Classic is good. It gives a very nice coverage and all. Classic, Maybelline, and then Flawless Ivy. Those are okay if you are just starting out. Remember, you are doing it for just yourself, not for everybody, so you don't really need a lot. Moving on to concealer. Now, I don't know if you guys remember that this concealer that was raining then, there are like 3 or 4 in one pack. LA Girl, yeah, I know you know it. LA Girl Pro. I still use it to this day. It gives a very nice coverage. A lot of primer these days do not give. So LA Girl is another very affordable product. And they have the concealer, they have the contour, and then they have the corrector. If you don't want to use LA Girl, you feel like it is hard for you to differentiate which is the original, which is the fake. If you're buying from a boutique or you're buying from store, you can also go with Zaron. Zaron concealer is actually very good for me, because the reason I like it is I've come to know how to use it over the years. Initially, when I got Zaron concealers, I just apply and blend immediately, and I realized you're not going to survive the streets by by working like this. So one thing with primer is when you apply it, or concealers rather, when you apply it, you have to wait a little, few minutes, just to let it sit before blending. LA Girl as well is good, and then if you are trying to be economical, you can just get a concealer palette. I think that will be quite more expensive, but it will save you a lot because it has different shades of concealer, and most times it also has contour inside, so you don't have to buy a separate contour palette. You can use that same palette. Palette that I use is Ferrarucci. I don't really know how much that palette is right now because it was a gift, but I'll post the picture there so you guys will see what it looks like. Same applies for contour, bronze. You can see use Zaron, they have different shades. You can use Classic as well. You can use Nobam Beauty. You can use, yeah, you can use Nobam Beauty. Don't forget, I'm listing products that I've used, or the ones that I plan to use rather. I'm trying to bring it home. Do you understand? Since I'm saying affordable, I'm trying to bring it home because I don't want to mention products like Fenty or products like Juvia Place or products like Huda Beauty. Those products are good. Do not get me wrong. Or Dior. Those products are very good, but they are not. Let's be real. They're not affordable. If they were affordable, I would have gotten everything by now. They are not. They are not affordable. So for someone that's starting, I do not really see why you will go and buy Fenty Beauty, except you have the money. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Except you have the money to buy Fenty, Dior, or please by all means. But if you are just starting out, you don't know what to get, you don't know where to start from. Basically, just start with this product. As you move on, you obviously just graduate to others. You get, so don't spend your money or spend a lot of money buying products that you don't know how to use, because there's a difference between buying products and know how to apply it. What's the point of buying a good product? It's like spending millions on buying ring lights, LED lights, red headlights, buy all the lights, and you do not know how to do light setting. You're going to mess up big time, like, big time. So just try and buy the ones that are affordable. That's for contour concealer. Now let's talk of powder. Something that will save you a lot of money is buying a palette. Buy a palette. Palette has different shades. Comes with the light shade, comes with the medium shade, comes with the dark shade. That's if you are going for the one of, I believe is nine shades. One they have, I think they have 3, 6, 9, 12. It depends on the palette that you're going for. But I would advise to get a palette because to save you, even if you are doing it for yourself, you could get the one of 3 1 or 6 1. It will save you a lot instead of buying single powder. Except you feel like you don't really see the point of doing makeup for other people, or you have a different contour palette, and that's fine. You can buy a single. But if you do not want to buy a normal powder and then buy a contour palette, because you can use your dark shade of powder as contour, in case you did not know, you can completely do that. Instead of buying, you can just buy a palette. Basically, it's to save you. I have a Ezekiel palette. I've been using it for like for like the longest of time, and it has saved me a lot. So buy a powder palette, it's going to save you. If you don't want to buy a powder palette, you can buy Zaron, you can buy Maybelline, you can buy Zicare. Those products are affordable and you can get them literally any retail or wholesale shop. That's for powder. Now what else am I missing? Eyeshadow. Eyeshadow, I would recommend Flawless Ivy. I recommend Juvia Place. Yes, Juvia Place is quite not very expensive, but reason I would recommend Juvia Place is nice. It is well pigmented. Let me put it like that. If you are using the neutral color, it comes out flawlessly. If you're using the parts that have shimmer, it comes out flawlessly. I don't know, there are some eyeshadows that when you apply, you have to apply, like go back, pack, and put. Still, it doesn't come out well, probably without eyeshadow primer. Like if you don't put eyeshadow primer on your base, it will not come out. But Juvia Place and Flawless Ivy is one product I can tell you, just put it, it will come out because I've used it. I think you can get Zaron too. Zaron is also quite affordable. So either of these ones, they are also very, they work well. They work well. Then lipstick, I cannot even name. Let me just tell you guys. When it comes to lipstick, I can't even name because there are different types, from classic to Zaron to Maybelline to Nobel Beauty to who that it's a lot. It even boils down to just your pencil and your lip gloss, and voila, you're good to go. So when it comes to lipstick, just go for anything that works for your mood at that particular time. Now let's go to blush. Blush, you can get a palette for that. You don't have to get a single blush. You can get like 4 in 1. That's what I got the last time. Yeah, 4 in 1, and it has different shades, so that works as well. Another thing is, if you don't know what to get when you want like a setting 3 in 1, there's this 3 in 1 palette that Zaron, no Zaron, yes, that Zaron has. It has a dark shade, a light shade, and then shimmer like bronzer. So you can get something like that as well to complement your eyeshadow, to complement your powder palette. I think that is basically it. Last but not least will be setting spray. I will obviously tell you the one I have. You have Zicare, have Flawless Ivy, you have, yes, I use Kiss Beauty, and it's also very good. So these are the products that I feel like for a beginner, if you have, you you are good. Like you have the foundation, you have the powder, you have the contour, you have the blush, you have the setting spray. Eyebrow, obviously, just go and get Davis pencil, my darling. It's like, I think like 300 now. It's funny actually, it's like 300 now, but it works just fine. Like it works just fine. Instead of buying a pencil of about 2.5, just go and buy Davis, my dear. Probably will buy the pack. So that works. And then I already told you about eyeshadow, already told you about setting spray, blush, lipstick. That's basically all you need for your face. I don't really see it. Lashes, I can't really tell you name of lashes because I don't really know. I don't know name of lashes. I buy lash accessory lids, which is mostly towards short lashes. That's my thing. So that is basically it, guys. I don't know if this video was helpful. I really do hope it was helpful, but please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share, and ask me any question you feel like. Just put it down below and I'll be sure I'm going to answer you. So go out there and buy a good product today. If you have any question about any recommendation and what you want my opinion on it, or probably I did not mention the product and you want to know if it's okay, please feel free to ask me. Okay, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for always watching, for always stopping by. Mira loves you. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.